Up, come on in, because I'm gonna need a little bit of help. So I got myself into a little bit of a predicament. See, remember how I said in February that I was going through a reading slump, and it was a huge struggle for me to even get through like 4 books. Um, I'm no longer in a reading slump, but I'm also slightly crazy right now because I have 9 books I need to read in 2 weeks. That's where we are right now. The point of this video is for you to all just to see how the chaos happened. I'm gonna give a little bit of a backstory on how this happened, my current progress, and then throughout the video. So this is gonna be like a good 2 weeks worth of material. So it might be a lengthy video, it might not. All depends on if I remember to pick up my phone and record, because I have that issue. So let's start with the background. So you guys know the Libby app, correct? Correct? Right. I have a library card. So I have my Libby account. I got it all set up and everything. I was like, oh, I'm gonna read books through the library, maybe through Libby. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. And a lot of the books at the time when I was first using it, everything was on hold for like weeks on end. I was like, okay, damn. But I do have physical books, obviously. So I can read my physical books in the meantime. Then things went left like crazy, like really quickly. Everything just went left. So I had a few books on hold. I think I had, which ones? Because y'all are about to be shocked by how crazy this went. I had Belladonna by Adalyn Grace on hold back in December, and it was like it was a 13-week wait. So I was like, okay, oh my god, that's a lot. Then I had The Taking of Jake Livingston. I believe that's what it was. I never got the chance to actually read it, so that kind of fell through. But when the Queen's Spade became available through it, I was like, cool, I could put this on hold. So I put it on hold. So I was reading physical books. I was mostly writing, so I wasn't really like reading as much, but still, you know, I was busy. Then things kind of took a turn for the worst, because then I started watching other YouTube videos. A lot of my booktubers, if you will, gave me some suggestions. They gave book recommendations, and so I ate that up. I made lists. I also have like my Pinterest boards of books that I'm interested in too as well. That's kind of where it also started, because I also did get books from my Pinterest that were at my library, so I ended up reading those too. Like, I think it was My Dearest Darling. I saw it on my Pinterest, I saved it, and then when I went to my library, it was there, so I read it. Amazing. Fantastic, right? As of recently, I kind of acquired 9 books. So yeah, we gotta do a little bit of a damage control. Yeah. So some of the books on my list, I literally just added them like 2 days ago. 3 days ago, whatever day that was. I think it was Saturday. Another thing, I am terrible at pulling out my phone and like just getting like B-roll, like nice shots whenever I do go somewhere, because I really don't go anywhere. But me and my boyfriend, we went to like some thrift stores, you know, just hung out because it was nice. You know, I was like, it's basically spring, but I don't want to say that and jinx it. So spring adjacent. We ended up at Half Price Bookstore. Not really ended up, I suggested it. But because I'm broke, I was gonna do the smart thing. So as I went down the aisles, I saw books that I was interested in. So instead of being like, ooh, let me use my credit card or something like that and try to buy the books, I said, no, what you're going to do is use your phone, use your Libby app, and see if you can put a hold on the books. Right, I'm a genius, right? I'm a genius. So I did that. And some of the books that were like, oh, you could put it, just like go ahead and try to like reserve your spot on the wait list. I was like, okay, cool, bet. It was like 3 books that I put myself in the waiting list for, 3 or 4 books, something like that. And I didn't expect them to pop up. Literally, come Sunday afternoon, they're all available. And instead of letting it bypass me and going to somebody else and letting them have the chance to read it. Me being the selfish bitch that I can be, I decided to acquire the books. So either the book is sitting in my Kindle or it's in the Libby app for audio. And books. 2 of them are my physical copies that I have to read. And one of the other physical copies of the book I have, Tender Beast by Lizelle Stanberry. She uploaded a video on a deep dive about the book with spoilers. So now I have to hurry up and read it because I can't watch the video without reading the book. And this book is thick. Like, I have it right next to me. This book is thick. So I gotta read this. I gotta hurry up and get through all of these other books so I can read this book so I can watch a video. It's been sitting in my watch later list for like 2 weeks now. 2 weeks, however long it's been since she uploaded it. But still, it feels like 2 weeks. Anyway, to the list. First off, The Queen's Spade. This is due in 9 days, and I'm about 40% there or something like that. So I'm almost there. I feel like I can get that finished in the next 2 or 3 days. So I have time, technically, to get through it, because the physical book is like 400 pages and I'm reading it on my Kindle. So it might move a little bit faster, it might not. We'll see. Next up is More Than You'll Ever Know by Katie Gutierrez, and that's due in 11 days, and that's on audio. I'm about, I don't even know, like 15% in. So not too bad. It's audio. It's 13 hours long, and I'm like about 2.5 hours and something like that. As long as I listen to like 2 hours a day, I can be done with the book. Next up is The Center by Ayesha, Manazir, Sidiqqi, and that's due in 11 days. And I am currently almost halfway through. As I'm filming this, I'm on page like 118. It's only 278 pages, which is why I kind of like jumped to that one, because I'm like, if I can get that one done sooner, then I can get, you know, I have time to read the other ones because they're a little bit longer. Next up is What Have We Done by Alex Finlay. That's due in 11 days, and that's also on audio. I think that one was like 13 hours as well. So not too bad. It gives me just like a few days. Belladonna by Adalyn Grace. That's due in 13 days. That's through audio. That's the one that I had on hold around the time I put The Queen's Spade on hold and it became available. And because I have no self-control, I went on ahead and clicked borrow. Anyway, When the Reckoning Comes by Latanya McQueen, it's on audio, and that's due in 13 days, which I can get that done really quickly because the premise of this book, truly, truly amazingly terrifying. I love it. So I feel like I'm gonna eat this up within like 3 days max. And the last one is The Resort by Sara, ochs, OCHS, and this is due in 13 days. I think this one is also on Audible. I think this one is also audio. Yeah, it's audio. It's 9 hours, so not too bad as well either. But mind you, I read off, what, 7 books? I still need to finish We Are the Origin and the sequel, We Are Dying Gods. And I am almost halfway through with this one. And I haven't started the other one. So I might have kind of lost my mind a little bit. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting video because you're going to follow me along almost every day, probably every day, of reading. Just reading and some commentary along the way. But when it comes to the end of the month going into April, I will have to probably wait to do a massive video on all these books, probably like the 2nd week of April. Yeah, the 2nd week of April probably, because I will be going to New Orleans at the very end of the month for, I think it's like March 28th, I leave, 28th, 27th. And I don't come back till the 31st. And I'm going to be filming during that time. So that's going to be another fun video. That's going to be a vloggy type of video. I'm trying to do vlogs too, because I don't do anything. But at least reading vlogs would be interesting. Anyway, I'm rambling. But yeah, that's the whole point. Just reading a lot. Trying to wrap my head around everything. And also remembering to pack. That's another thing I gotta do. I haven't packed yet. It's the 11th. I got time, right? I can pack along the way. Get ready for the chaos. The Center by I forgot her name. Let me pull it up. Ayesha, Manazir, Sidiqqi. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. This book is about our main character whose name is, I forgot. Her boyfriend, he can speak like multiple languages, and she's like very curious as to how he learns all of these languages. It's like within 2 weeks he is completely fluent in a language. She's like, how the hell did you do that? How did you do that? And so he tells her about a program that he does called The Center, and The Center really takes place somewhere else. It's like an actual facility where they pretty much, they don't really teach the language. It's very immersive. So I was reading at the beginning of it like yesterday. I started reading it yesterday, and pretty much the beginning talks about her interactions with her fiance, boyfriend. It's very, their relationship is very interesting because it starts off like very weirdly and then progresses and then they stop dating altogether. But she actually gets recommended to the center by him, and you can only do one recommendation in your lifetime. So he just literally gave his recommendation to her. So, but you can't tell anybody about the center. Like, you can't tell anyone that you learned these languages through this program at this facility. So she talks about her experience because she ends up going there. I don't want to give away everything, but so far she is now fluent in German. And the part where it talks about this actual center and her 2-week process of everything, like she gives, like, it gives detail of what she does daily, but I thought it was gonna be like the rest of the book talked about it. I thought it was gonna be like the rest of it was gonna cover like the 10 days. I thought it was gonna be like a murder mystery type of thing. I thought it was gonna go like completely left, be completely weird, and out of pocket, but like in a really good way. But that does not happen. I don't know what else is next. So far, it's just like, okay, she is now fluent in it, and she's talking to like the manager of the center while she's out of it. It's been 2 years. I'm like, okay, so where's the mystery? Where's the weird shit? It's kind of odd because now it's like, oh yeah, we have like 170 pages left roughly. And so what's gonna happen? Like, is there a mystery towards the end, or is it just gonna be like some, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's interesting, it's intriguing, and I want to finish it because I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, that's just my take on it so far. So I'm going to go ahead and eat some breakfast, and then we will get back together again to hopefully finish this book and talk about why I'm here, really, to be quite honest. So let's get on into it. when we went to the thrift stores, I got 2 books, actually, 2 as well. And they're both Toni Morrison. Now, here's the thing. This is like a medium to small side commentary and admitted. I don't know words. But I've never read Toni Morrison. I know, shocker. But in the years that I have been younger, obviously, I was at my peak of depression. So I was really very much not attached to myself, disattached, unattached. Yeah, it was just a struggle. So I really wasn't like, it didn't feel like I was in my own body. I felt like I wasn't really here and I was on autopilot. So I didn't do much. The stuff that I did do, I was watching MTV, watching a lot of Real World because that's one of my favorite shows, and just having a lot of depression. So I really wasn't reading like books too much. Like I read some books, but not everything. Like I started The Hunger Games. I didn't even read past the first book. I didn't feel like it. I just didn't. I just wasn't doing anything. So the depression took over. If I had known about Toni Morrison back then, I think I would have not. It would have been in the mental space. I would have been. I probably would have had a lot more help. But granted, I got The Bluest Eye. These are used, if you can tell by the condition, which I'm totally fine with. And I looked in here earlier, and there's like some highlighted portions. Ooh, yes. Wait. Koi. I don't know what that means. Something about koi. Koi? I think they're trying to spell koi. I don't know. But this is on page 39 where they highlighted. There were some underlinings somewhere. But yeah, there's that one. And then I have Sula. And I'm actually watching the documentary right now as I film because I was like, ooh, I'm going to put it on, get some more information on her while I also, you know, read, try to write, apply for more jobs, do all the things that my brain needs to do, but I also should go on a walk. So y'all might go on a walk with me for a little bit. Maybe I should try to walk each day, even if it literally just like walk around. Literally, our neighbor's house is just walk in a circle. I should do that, shouldn't I? Get some fresh air. Anyway, if you read these books, if you read any of these Toni Morrison books, either one of them really, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your input on it. And maybe some other books too as well by other amazing Black authors that I've never heard about or read, really, to be quite honest. But I would love to get some recommendations. So drop them below. Yeah. If you go on the walk, while I go on the walk, we're walking together. So yeah, stay tuned. All right. All right, you guys. So, oh Lord. All right, you guys, so I went for a walk. So you saw like maybe a few clips, not that many, but still something. And I decided to take this little girl with me. This girl, she wanted to walk, but she only wanted to walk so far. Like, and then as soon as we were walking around the houses, walking around the other houses, walking around the neighborhood, she wanted to keep turning back. I was like, girl, what for? Like, what for? What are you doing? There's no one following us. I'm looking around because I stay alert. Because every time I take this girl outside to use the bathroom, there's always a coyote, a skunk, another dog trying to attack her. Like, there's always something when I take her out. So I was on high alert anyway. There was nothing there. Nothing at all. We get around the corner. And I'm like, let me put her down. Maybe she'll finally, like, figure her ish out. She started walking completely normal. Maybe it's because we were too far from the house. So she was like, oh, I lost the scent of the house. I don't know where I live anymore. This girl's a trip. Layla. You see her? She look crazy, don't she? That was her fault. But yeah, we went on a walk. It was good. It was nice. Now I'm going to try to finish up this documentary, while also reading. So I might have to like pause or rewind a little bit, but I want to watch it. It's 2 hours long. But I also want to finish this book because Center, I'm almost done with it. So I want to go ahead and finish it so then I can get through some audiobooks in the next few days while reading the physical books that I need to read. Yeah, so it's gonna be a journey. But yeah, stay tuned. Hey you guys, so I literally just finished The Center, and yeah, I don't know what to make of this book, to be quite honest. The twist was interesting. I will say that. It was somewhere in the realm of what I thought it was. But it just lags. Like, it takes forever to get to the point, and then when you get to the point, there's no thriller to it. There's like no mystery. There's no like true, like there's no suspense. Like there's nothing of like, oh, we're gonna, off this person, off this character, or like this and this is happening that leads up to it. Like there's nothing leading up to it. It just like, it has all this backstory for no reason. You get to the twist, and it's like, oh, okay, that's interesting how they do that. But then there's like no repercussions for her finding out. Like, truly and honestly, there's nothing there, and then it ends abruptly. And I don't know. I'm just gonna rate this 3 stars because the concept was intriguing, the twist was good. It's just there's a lot of fluff, and not even like a romance fluff. It's just like there's a lot of random stuff that should not be there. There's a lot of backstory on the main character, a lot of backstory. I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? Like, are we about to find out that she's part of the family or something like that? Then that'll be interesting. Like, giving us all this information about her family and her parents and her life growing up. It didn't make any sense. It still doesn't make any sense. The only part that made sense was how she felt in her body. That's the only part that makes sense because of the twist. When you read it, you'll read it. If you read it. I don't know. All right, guys. So next up is reading The Queen's Spade. I have about, like I said, 9 days? I have about like 9 days left to finish it. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to knock it out, and then I'll probably hop to when the reckoning comes, because since it's a ebook, it's not ebook. Since it's on audio, it's only 9 hours, so I could probably finish that within 2 days. So I'll probably hop to that next. But yeah, that's the plan. Hey guys, so I took a break to let my Kindle charge for a little bit because it was at 6% while reading the book. Let it charge for a little bit, and now it's up to 53. This Kindle charges really fast, so I'm going to try to get through as much as possible, and then take a break, probably, eat, watch Married at First Sight because, duh. So if I don't see you all later, then I'll see you tomorrow. So have a good night. Hey guys, so I missed a day, but I've actually got through like 3 books out of my 9, which is fantastic. Something like that. I think it's 3. But yeah, things are going pretty good. I baked some cookies, so that's in a separate video. And yeah, just been reading, trying to get through stuff. Ooh, Lord, my hair is dirty. Oh, Lord. But yeah, just been reading, a little bit of writing, and just getting through day to day. Yeah. Hey, you guys. Just doing a quick update, on my 2-week journey. It's wrapping up in the next, like, 3 or 4 days, and I haven't filmed each single day. But, you know, you get the gist. I've been reading, haven't been reading. Have been reading, haven't been reading. That's all to say. I had to drop 2 books. I had a DNF, what was it? More Than You'll Ever Know, and, the other book. I can't even think about the name of it right now, because I'm filming this when I'm not looking at the books. The other one. Anyway, we're just gonna keep moving on. I DNF'd, purely because the concept was interesting, but at the beginning of the other book, I feel like the prologue was the best part, and then when you get to like the first few chapters, I was bored out of my mind. I only got like 2 hours in, and I was so bored. Nothing made sense anymore, so I was just like, and I'm done, because I'm not gonna read books that I'm not gonna read books that I don't like. So I'm in this era of just like, I'm not wasting my damn time anymore, so we're gonna call it quits. Says the girl who rated a book 3 stars because it wasn't plotting the way she wanted it to plot. But go off, sis. For More Than You'll Ever Know, it was interesting, but the backstory wasn't backstorying, if that makes any sense. Like, it took too long to get to the point. And then when we get to like the main story, we're taking way too long to get to the actual like interview process. I don't know, it just took too long for me. Like, I need it like at the beginning, like within the first chapter or 2. You should be like on the train to her house to get an interview. It felt like, I don't even know what chapter I even left off of, but it felt like I was like maybe like on chapter 5 or 6. It felt like it took so freaking long to get to the point that I was just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing it. But I do need to hurry up and read The Resort and Belladonna, because I have like 2 days left before those go back. So yeah, I know I can like manage my holds through Libby, but I just want to go ahead and get them done so then people behind me can go ahead and read them. So yeah, I'm just gonna hurry my ass up. Just hurry up. Get through both of those books this weekend, hopefully, because I think they're due like by Monday. So I really have no choice but to hurry up and finish those. But those 2 so far are pretty good. I just started The Resort, to be quite honest, as I'm filming this, so I'm a little bit behind. Just a little bit. And Belladonna, very interesting concept. I like it so far. The audio reader, if that's the term, I don't know. But the person who's reading the book, her inflection is on point. I love it so much. Like, she really like emphasizes in certain parts where I just like, oh, okay. Also, the concept too is just wild. Belladonna is about our main character, Signa, who experiences death all around her, but she can never die. And every time there's death around her, death is literally, it's actually death. Like, there's a actual person that comes to get the people around her that dies. And it's not like by hand, but it's just like by certain things going on around her. And so everybody dies around her, and so her entire family is just like, anybody gonna take her in? Because, you know, her parents died at the beginning. And things just go sideways from there. But now, so far, she is at her last relative's estate. Yeah, right now pretty much one of the cousins is really sick in bed, and she's just becoming accustomed to her new environment because she just got there like maybe like 48 hours ago or something like that. So she's really just adjusting, and this is where the height of the book really goes to. We'll see what goes on after this part. I mean, you know, for the rest of the book, really. It's very intriguing, I will say that. And for the resort, the book follows our main character. I forgot her name already. She is on an island in Thailand, and everyone who is on this island all are escaping something in their past, but no one talks about their past. And so someone gives her a letter. She gets a letter out of her door. Someone says that, I know who you are. And I guess like some people end up dying along the way, but something going on. So it feels like to me that someone knows the other people that are there. Maybe all the people on the island are with her, that they may be like interconnected. So really just someone's probably just killing them off one by one type of thing. That's the gist that I'm getting. So we'll see if that is how it's going. Yeah. What's up, you guys? This is the end of my 2-week journey trying to read all the books that I was supposed to read. And it went okay, I think. Somewhat. So we're just gonna go through the books that I read or didn't read and my opinion on them. So let's get on started. Anyway, I have it pulled up on my phone, so that's why I'm looking down. The books that I did DNF, let's start there. I did DNF some books. I did 3 DNFs and a pause. Okay. We'll get into it. First off, the books that I DNF'd are The Resort, What Have We Done, and More Than You'll Ever Know. Now, I'm going to give my reason for it. I did not finish. I DNF'd More Than You'll Ever Know because it was interesting at the beginning, but it took too long to get to the point. And so I DNF'd it because I'm like, can we like speed this along a little bit? What Have We Done? About the same thing. Like the prologue was good. But then when you get to the first chapter, it's like years later. And the situation that's happening, it makes no sense to me. And I don't know what's happening. And I'm not intrigued to know. I'm more of just annoyed. So that is DNF'd. I also DNF'd The Resort because I didn't have enough time. I had like 20 hours to read the book, but I just didn't do it. So I just returned it early. Maybe one day I can go back to it through Libby, you know, put it on hold or something. But for now, it is DNF'd. I did pause, where is it? I did pause, what was the name of that damn book? We Are the Origin. I did pause that one. I'm on page 100 still. I just never picked it up. I'm gonna finish it eventually. We'll get to there. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. But just not today. Clearly, not this month. It did not work out the way I wanted to. So I did end up reading and finishing Belladonna, When the Reckoning Comes, The Queen, Spade, and The Center. I did finish those. And I rated them on my, what is this, Storygraph. So on Storygraph, I rated The Center 3 stars. Early on, I mentioned the reason why I rated it that. The Queen Spade, I rated it 4.75 stars. It was a really, really good book. Some parts, I was just like, come on, can we speed this up a little bit? But it was really good, I would say that. When the Reckoning Comes, 5 stars, hands down, one of my favorite books from this month. I did the video of me baking cookies and talking about it, ranting about it, along with The Queen Spade and This Cursed House. So that's what I did for that one. And for Belladonna, I rated it 4.75 stars. It was a really good book, and it's actually the first time where I'm actually going to finish a series. because I did get Children of Virtue and Vengeance, the second book in the Children of Blood and Bone series. I just didn't read it. It was a thick ass book that I got from the library and I just not get around to pick it up. So I didn't continue it, obviously. But with Belladonna, it was my audio. I got, wow, my God, my words. It was through Libby, but it was the audiobook. So doing that was a lot easier. Like, my family were out for the weekend, so I was doing some cleaning and listening to it. So I was able to get through the book. And then I just really got really intrigued by it because it's a very interesting concept. Our main character, she is pretty much imprinted with death around her. Like, her parents died, and so she can literally see death, but she doesn't die. And so she ends up going to her last family member's estate and staying with them. And while she's there, she sees a ghost, and she has a cousin that is dying. And so she's trying to figure out what is going on, who killed the ghost, when the person was alive, what's going on with her cousin, and what's just going on with her family in general, because she knows that this is the rest of her family left, but she doesn't know, like, their actual history because her parents died when she was really young, so she never really got to know her family like that. And the family members that she ended up staying with were all terrible people. Like, they all just wanted her for money, essentially. And they all died along the way, so now that she's with the last remaining family, she's like, okay, I gotta try to, like, not have them killed around me. Like, I don't want to see death anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. So I need to, like, save my family, essentially. It was really good. I am currently reading Foxglove, which is the second one. But that's just what my journey has been like reading this month. I did not get to Tender Beasts. That's going to be an April read. I did not get to, obviously, the second book, For We Are the Dying Gods. That'll have to be an April book too. April or whenever I can get through it, because I will be leaving for vacation, so, and I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be in the streets of New Orleans, okay? I'm not going to be really reading. I'm going to the Saints and Sinners, a book event, but I'm not going to be reading. You know what I mean? I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be in the streets. Like, we're going to go to a lot of different events. I'm going to take some videos, do some vlogs on that. But I'm going to be in the streets, so I don't have time to read. If anything, I'll probably read, like, a Substack article because I'm on there and I love supporting my Black writers and just Black creators in general on there. But that's all I'm going to be doing, really, to be quite honest. But I would say, though, this journey has not been terrible. It's actually been pretty decent. And even though I did DNF 3 books, so what did I say? I had 9 books on my list. Not counting Tender Beasts. Tender Beasts was going to make 10. Out of my 9 books, I DNF'd 3. That leaves 6. And I paused on 1. Okay, so I read 3 books. Okay, maybe it's not as good as I think it is. Because then that means I read, how many books did I read then this month in March? Oh, I read 7 books this month. Okay. You know what? That's a lot better than I thought it was, because in February I read like 4 books. Yeah, I read 4 books in February, and in January I read 5 books. So yeah, this is my best month by far. So you know what? It's actually really good. It was just the fact that all my books were on Libby. I just didn't have the time to bounce through all the books like that. But I will say, though, this really just shows that I can multitask a lot better than I actually think I can. So, yeah, that is that update for my challenge, really. That's my challenge, my 2-week challenge. Let me know if any of these books are on your list, if it's on Libby for you, or if you actually have the actual copy. I'd love to know your input. How did you think about the books? Should I give those 3 books that I DNF'd a chance? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, stay magical. Bye.